back. I'll do it. I'll stab you. I mean it. One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker. I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours. Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothes. They'd be wise to. The only time Reachman and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor. All right, who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachman would hire Nords, so. It doesn't make a lot of sense. A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between. You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Witchmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Braun was going to take me back east after he finished here. We're stuck between the death spot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting.
What is it?
So hungry.
I must finish this.
Fascinating application of the technique.
You can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
I'm accustomed to stairs, but I reached my threshold for gawkers a long time ago. Move along. I'm waiting. He's what? Oh, damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this... We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes.
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim trouble from the Reach is as common as snow in winter. That will not be enough for Svargrim to accept the help of outsiders. His hatred of Yoran runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris must bring me proof. Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoran's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Frankly, yes. He believes Yoran hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoran plots to erode. You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoran exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of it. It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brundled? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brundled was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoran the Skald King could be... Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brundled thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Brundled mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us. Succinctly? No, but I'll try. The Ice Reach Coven recently attacked the Skald King. We learned they're planning something in Western Skyrim as well, so Yoran sent me to warn them. Beyond that, I had a run-in with the Coven too. First at their stronghold in the Sea of Ghosts, then in Eastmarch. They tried to... well, let's say they had plans of an unkind nature regarding... While it's true that Svargrim and Yoran don't get along, the Skald King doesn't want something terrible to befall Western Skyrim. That would be bad for the East as well as the West. Besides, Yoran was hoping for an opportunity to improve. Lyris Titanborn. I was one of Emperor Varen's 5 companions. Currently, I serve Yoren the Skald King. Skyrim's my home, and I'll do whatever's necessary. This axe and I have been all over Tamriel, to oblivion and back on more than one occasion, for that matter. I've earned my reputation. Most of the tales of my exploits involve the liberal application of the blade of my axe. Svargrim must think Yoren sent me here to strong-arm him into joining the Pact. He's wrong, but we don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Icereach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check it.
But
I'm not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last.
you do not want to get on my bad side. Trust me.
The Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
Greetings.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game? Don't know any Brond old. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winnings.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kasala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here. Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place. You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different... His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we do. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella? That's Casalla's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn? Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Until Casalla returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Casalla doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Oh, thank you, thank you! I don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
Poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my... A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply... Give me that!
Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage.
Brondald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Fortune favor you, my friend.
straggler. I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Icereach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallion. Kilcreath? The Temple to Meridia? Why would the Icereach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
friend. A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Didn't I send you to Solitude? This place isn't safe. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual and summoned one of those Hero Storms. I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their unnatural Hero Storm, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and heroes. There may be survivors who could use your help. And if we can learn more about the ritual that summoned the Hero Storm, I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Hero fiends and vampires. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Hero Storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left... That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Please, can anybody help us? Oh, thank Meridia. The priests and pilgrims of a temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray. She's the ranking priest, after High Priest Varkor. But we haven't seen the High Priest since the storm hit. Bavian led a group of us to safety. But there are more...
The living take precedence. We should search for survivors while investigating the pikes.
Another pilgrim seeking shelter from a storm? No, you don't appear to be a pilgrim. What? Even in our darkest hour, Meridia provides a light. We were on our way to see High Priest Varkor when the storm hit. I've never seen such power. Start at the stables to the northwest. I saw Acolyte Yolt, Priest Direna, and Roligmoth the pilgrims seek shelter there. Look for Yolt, Direna, and Roligmoth at the stables. Then meet me at the Pilgrim's Lodge. I will head there after I finish caring for these injured souls. Kilcreath Temple provides a safe haven for the priests and pilgrims of Meridia. At least it did, before this terrible storm. No, that honor goes to our High Priest Varkor. I am but her humble assistant. She is my mentor. And we were on our way to the temple for prayers when an oily black ichor roiled in the sky. Groans, shrieks, blood-curdling screams. It sounded like wild and feral beasts followed in the wake of the storm.
Relax. The storms have no effect on vampires.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. What happened to this poor woman? She looks distraught.
Why has Meridia forsaken me?
Keep calm. We mean you no harm.
High Priest Vakor will find me. Meridia will save me. When things... Priest Bavian? Where's High Priest Vakor? Did those horrible creatures get her? We hid in the stables, but then Priest...
If anyone comes poking around the witch pikes, kill him.
It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
Divina, please, wake up!
No visible damage despite its proximity to the eye of the storm.
Acolyte Ivina can't hear me. She's standing right here, but... Is this what would have happened to all of us if I hadn't gotten the others into the cave? I tried to heal Ivina, but Meridia's light had no effect. But what was that about? Is like poor Ivina. We must find High Priest Varkor, if anyone is powerful enough to cure this unnatural... We need to find High Priest Varkor. Let's head to the temple. By Meridia's light, so many dead. How could Meridia let this happen to her faithful? Monsters in this holy place. We need to find the temple priests. Take his Meridian medallion so we can remember his sacrifice.
Priest Bavian! Our own brethren have turned... I'm safe in here, but the rest of the temple... It's overrun with monsters. Worse, there are the storm. I hadn't thought of that. Terrible things started happening after it began, though. This may be heresy to say, but Meridia has abandoned us. Who's there? Is that you, High Priest?
Our own brethren, like vicious animals. We must find the others.
Murnazu gave me no choice, Bavian. I swear it. Just this morning, we were debating the mysteries of the colored rooms. Now he's gone. He attacked me. Signs? Do you want to know if he announced his intentions before he turned into a ravenous beast? No. Nothing. One moment he was fine. The next...
Priest Armin? Wait. Follow me. He fled into the vestry. Armin, please. You don't want to do this. they're mad, beyond all reason. Even in this temple, Meridia's light does nothing to help those afflicted with this feral curse. The catacombs can be accessed from deeper within the temple. We just need to get the key from the Chamberlain's sanctum. I think I know why the High Priest went to the catacombs. Meridia's brilliance. It has the power to channel her light and purge the temple of this corruption. Did you retrieve the key from the Chamberlain's sanctum? We need it to open the door. Perfect. There are only 2 keys that I know of, and the High Priest has the other one. Now open the door. Even the catacombs are corrupted. High Priest, by the light! Retrieve the relic, and we can escape through the old air shaft. This way, my friend. Let's meet back in the cave. How fragile my faith, when I can depend more on help from a stranger than from my God. And such terrible things we witnessed today. An unnatural storm, vampires, innocent people turning into monsters. Thank you. These belonged to Roligmolf and Acolyte Lorelfor. I wish we could have saved them. With Meridia's brilliance. I'm not sure my faith is strong enough to use it after all this, but I suppose. I'll work with our remaining priests. Try to use the relic to purge the corruption and seal the... The injured still need to be treated, and the temple's corruption needs to be dealt with. Despite the way I feel about Meridia now, I lost a lot of things today. We all did. But that doesn't mean I won't keep trying to help the faithful. There are injured to tend to, and those poor souls who lost them. High Priest Varkor claimed it contained Meridia's divine light. There are rituals for releasing such power. Whether I or one of the other priests can make use of it, we'll see.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Herostorm. Now they're just... I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual... It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this. These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them. I want to learn more about the ritual and how it produces the Herostorms. And I need to confirm my alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among...
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her. On the cliff overlooking the temple, calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
even harrowed. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
I've been shadowing travelers. No one expects what's coming.
Willing sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice? I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
Take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can see. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow Storms. But I'm not sure what was inside. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as... Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords. A practitioner of the old magic. The local... Mjolnir's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find. Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds. Haathengard, Hjalmarch, and Carthald. Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion. Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrow Storm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was... Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude. Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's true. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic. Especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone... Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Icereach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde.
Pakruti will help you open a crate which contains special rewards. Some of these are so spectacular, just thinking of them makes Pakruti's fur stand on end. Hello, my friend. You seem to think that Pakruti is a good egg, even though you know he is slightly cracked. Pakruti appreciates that. An excellent selection. Your rewards are ready. This one recommends that you purchase a crate from the store. Do not be sad, my friend. There are always additional crates available for purchase.
The wood near Solitude has a special quality to it. Respect the wood you work with. Nothing to do but keep at it.
Some fellow dropped off a book.
folk are so dull.
The temple priests talk.
What?
Protect your favorite weapons by storing...
The feel of the wood's grain under my hands.
I'm quite sure that...
The wood near Solitude has a... The feel of the wood's grain.